node. So in the lymph node you see, mark the lymph node, the capsule of the lymph node. These all are the loose areolar connective tissues surrounding the lymph node. Okay, these are the loose areolar tissues surrounding the lymph node. These are the fat cells, adipose cells. So now you see the lymph node is surrounded by a capsule which is very thin as compared to that of the spleen, because it is devoid of smooth muscles present there. So why smooth muscle is present there and not here? Because the spleen is contractile. So for that it requires smooth muscles. So here you see the capsule, it is very thin. Then below the capsule you find a sinus. This is the subcapsular sinus. See another place. And these are the trabeculae you see, so thin trabeculae. Another place also I will show you. This is the trabeculae, it is very thin. These trabeculae are also associated with trabecular sinus. This is the subcapsular sinus, below the capsule is the subcapsular sinus, this is the trabecular sinus. And here the parenchyma of the lymph node, you see, it is divided into cortex. Okay, so the lymphatic nodules here you find, the place where you find the lymphatic nodules, these comprise the cortex. Then below the cortex is the paracortex, and towards the core you find the medulla. Towards the core you find the medulla. So it has three zones. So below the capsule is the subcapsular sinus. This is the trabeculae, which is thin and not so much branched, which you saw in the spleen. And these are also associated with the trabecular sinus. And this much is your cortex. This much is your cortex. And below the cortex is the paracortex, and towards the center is your medulla. So medulla, it comprises of the medullary cords and sinusoids, rich in sinusoids. And these are the medullary cords, which comprises of macrophages, antigen presenting cells, the lymphocytes. All these they are arranged in the form of cords. These are the medullary cords. So the medulla consists of medullary cords and sinusoids. And in the paracortex you find large number of T lymphocytes in the paracortex. Just below the lymphatic nodules, this area is the paracortex, where it is rich in T lymphocytes. And these lymphatic nodules, they are rich in B lymphocytes. Here you see all the lymphatic nodules, they are uniformly colored. So these are primary lymphatic nodules. They are not having any central clearing. So if you find in any of the lymphatic nodules central clearing, then it is secondary lymphatic nodule. I am searching for any secondary lymphatic nodule. If you find no, throughout it is primary lymphatic nodules. And here you see these lymphatic nodules, they are not associated with any artery. Okay, and here in lymph node you see so many afferent lymphatics, afferent vessels will open into the subcapsular sinus. These afferent vessels, afferent lymphatic channels will open into the subcapsular sinus. Then I will tell you the pathway of the lymphatics. So afferent lymphatic, many afferent lymphatic channels will open into the subcapsular sinus. Then they will travel through the trabecular sinus, then they will through the paracortex, they will come into the medullary sinus. And if there is any antigens, then it is taken up by the macrophages provided by the antigen presenting cells, the dendritic cells, and taken up by the macrophages. Then there is only one efferent channel but many afferent channels. Clear? So this is all about the histology of the lymph node. So here you find the in the paracortical region you find high endothelial venules. These high endothelial venules, why they are called high endothelial venules? Because they are lined by usually the endothelium is lined by simple squamous epithelium, but these are lined by cuboidal epithelium or low columnar epithelium, and they have some signaling receptors which attract the the antigens passing through the lymphatic channels, and the gateway, they act as so the entry of the lymphatic channels through the afferent lymphatic channels, then they will enter through the subcapsular sinuses, then trabecular sinuses, then they will pass through the high endothelial venues. So all these, the passing through the high endothelial venues is called homing in of the lymphocytes. So they help in trapping the antigens and clearing the antigens, foreign bodies, which are then taken up by the macrophages present over here. So finally they will pass through the efferent. So efferent channel is only one, many afferents are there. Then to summarize, they have a thin capsule along with the subcapsular sinus, then trabeculae, thin trabeculae are also there associated with trabecular sinus. Then this is the paracortical region, rich in high endothelial venules. Then you find the medulla, which is composed of medullary cords and medullary sinusoids. So this is all about the lymph node, histology of lymph node.